None of us can stand still in our careers anymore, so learning new skills is not only desirable, but essential to keep moving forward. Executive education is an increasingly popular option to address this need, and it's also going through its own dramatic transformation. Well, to talk about this, let's meet Ron Duerksen, Executive Director at HEC Paris, one of the world's top business schools and a leader in executive education. I'm Sarah Lockett. Welcome to the Business Debate. Ron, welcome to the London Stock Exchange studios.
Thank you, Sarah. Happy to be here.
So there are different options in executive education. What different choices are there? What do they offer?
Well, traditionally there's four types of options. There are custom programs that are designed together with companies and organizations to meet HR needs or specific management needs. There are short programs that are anywhere from 2 days to 10 days that talk about specific types of topics such as finance or marketing. There are certificate programs that go a little bit more in depth into a particular topic. And then there are degree programs such as the Executive MBA or specialized master's programs.
And people are also changing what they want from executive education. How are you seeing demand change?
Well, I think you said it very, very well in your introduction. I think the main change is that the world is changing so fast, so people have to keep up their skills on a regular basis. The old days of getting an undergraduate degree and forgetting about it and having a career for the rest of your life are over. People need to come back, not necessarily to school, but they need to come back for training on a yearly basis on topics such as digitalization or any number of things that are going on in the world today because the world is changing so fast. And the other thing I would say is people are living longer and working longer. And so that means they're coming back to school sometimes in their 60s.
And then how are you adapting what you offer to cope with these trends?
So there's several ways that we're adapting our offering in terms of addressing these trends. One, I would say, is customization. So to give you one example, we just launched a Master's in General Management, which allows you to choose 2 different certificate programs and build your own master's program based on your needs and what you need at the time. The other, I would say, is personalization. So what are the services we offer for entrepreneurs, for instance, incubators, accelerators, personal and professional development, that sort of thing. And the third, I would say, is impact. Companies and individuals are looking for to know what impact the education that they are getting and paying for has on their business and on their lives.
And on digitization, there are so many online offerings now in executive education, some of them quite good quality. How do you compete?
Well, I think HEC Paris has had an advantage in that respect because we were one of the first players online in terms of offering MOOCs, massively open online courses. And we've advanced since then, so our professors and our staff are getting more and more comfortable with online programs. So we have several online certificate programs, but we also recently launched an online master's in innovation and entrepreneurship, for instance.
And you mentioned customization and personalization. So what's the difference between those two?
Basically, what I infer from customization is customizing your academic programming. So what are the skills that you want to acquire and building a program that answers to those needs. And personalization is what is the ecosystem or what are the services around the academic programming, such as entrepreneurship support, mentorship, coaching. All of these things have become a lot more popular because executives today, because they have to change jobs so frequently, they also have to update their CV writing skills or get some coaching on how to move into a new industry. Whereas in the past, people would be in the same industry or in the same company for 20 years or their entire lives.
And you mentioned the impact of executive education because it is quite an outlay, quite an investment. How do you measure the impact?
In our customs programs, we've developed actually a methodology together with research professors on how to measure the impact of our customs programs on the companies based on the KPIs that the customer or the companies identify, which is really exciting because it shows the value of what you're paying for. And in addition, it shows you what you didn't get out of the programming, and we can recommend solutions for that. And we're planning to expand that to all our programs, our degree programs, our certificate programs, measuring the impact after people graduate maybe 2 or 3 years out, not immediately, and then recommending what are some of the things they can come back for to complement those skills.
And with all the options out there for people to learn, what's the competitive advantage of, say, coming to a university?
I think there are several things. One of the things I just mentioned was brand value. And just to give you an example of brand value, we have our Global Executive MBA, which is called TRIUM, which is with London School of Economics and NYU. So I think people come because these are brands that are trusted. They've been around for centuries. I think the second is that we have an expertise in teaching and pedagogy that other institutions may not have, training centers, for instance. And I think the third is that we have this immense knowledge creation through research. And I think that's one of the things we haven't tapped into enough. I think that if we can put together practice, research, and teaching and integrate those three, I think we'll have an even better competitive advantage compared to non-university type trainings.
Well, on that note, Ron, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And join us next time when we'll be discussing the latest innovations in healthcare technology and the future of insurance. But for now, from me, Sarah Lockett at the London Stock Exchange Studios, it's goodbye and thanks for watching.